This is Abundance Thursdays with myself, Walter Morello, and the great Vinney Smile Chopra. Vinney, where are you in today?
Oh my gosh, I'm over here in the snow country, brother. Look at all the snow over here. I'm in Canada, in Oakville, Canada, which is near to Toronto, like
When you
little
said you were going
south
to be in
of.
Canada, I thought you were going to turn the window and I was going to see igloos everywhere.
Not quite. A lot of snow, The swimming pool is topped, That's my nephew's house we are staying in, my sister-in-law, they live here, and my wife is here, Kanchan, and her sister is here. Then we're going to meet up with other sisters in Casa Blanca. So we fly to Montreal tomorrow morning, and then from there to Casablanca, Rabat, Marrakesh. So it's a whole planned out trip for 16 days.
So this is a trip you just took with your wife? You left Neil and Monica to run their
Yeah.
businesses, and
Yes,
you and your wife are gathering
yes.
all her sisters together and just going to travel all across Canada.
Yeah, across Canada, and then we go to, of course,
Casablanca,
Morocco,
Marrakesh.
Casablanca, yeah, Marrakesh, Morocco. Then we come back, brother. Then we leave next month again with Neil and Monica. We come in April. Then we leave in May to go for another month off to Amsterdam, Budapest, Berlin, Prague, then Portugal, everywhere. Yeah.
This is cool. So this is a year of travel. You're letting the real estate market do its thing. You're traveling a little bit around. You're still putting in offers. I see you putting in offers. You're raising capital again for your next deals. So Vinney, like this is just a fantastic time to travel, right? It's cold everywhere. I think you made a mistake, Vinney. You ended up in one of the cold places during the cold season.
That's right. But I love snow, and I was telling Kanchan, my wife, let's go to Lake Tahoe. I love to feel and touch snow, So God said, okay, not Lake Tahoe, go to Canada.
You found a way to get to the snow anyway. So we got Wealth Principle 11 coming up. This is one that I think really rings true for people who are struggling right now. If you're in a recession, you're a business owner, and you're struggling right now, Wealth Principle 11 is double down on your marketing. Now, when I texted you, Vinney, you were like, oh my God, this is perfect time. Like, this is exciting. For anybody who doesn't know, Vinney Chopra is not just a billionaire. He owns $1.6 billion worth of real estate that he owns with his partner. So it's not all his. He likes to say that. But what's cool about him is he's been a marketer for most of his life. He's actually been a marketer for most of his life. So when I said double down on your marketing, I know something inside of you said, yeah, that's my topic. So how'd you get into marketing, Vinney?
Walter, the thing is, let's just put things in perspective. Like when I say marketing is the engine of the train. If the train is the business, every business needs marketing, advertising, sales, because that's what brings home the bacon. I mean, I call it, the revenues come from
call the logs on the fire of that sales team, right? Like you need the sales team, but you need the engine, right?
Exactly. You need the engine. And many times, I think last week only I posted from the train. When the train leaves the station, it's the engine that needs almost 5 times more force to get started, 5 times more. But once it's running, the train, then it slows down. You don't need to put the fire underneath.
Then it's 10x stronger, right?
It's 10x, brother. Look at that. Grant Cardone. Yeah.
It.
No, that's so important. So it's so important. Lots of businesses fail. I don't know what the statistic is now, but a lot of people say 900 businesses fail out of 1,000. So that's a 90% failure. 90%, maybe even more than that. It's because we don't know what problem we are solving. We put the gadget together, whatever service we are giving or a product, but if we don't do the brand awareness, that's the word we should talk about. If we don't let people know who we are and do marketing to reach our customer, it's standing still, brother. Nobody will know about the service, no matter how good it is.
Wow, Vinny, I pulled up a chart because of what you just said. Obviously I had to pull it up and find out. And you're right. Like in the first year, 18% of businesses fail. Then in the second year, 30% of businesses fail. Third year, fourth year, fifth year. But up here, so what maybe opened the article was that it said
Yeah.
within 32 million small businesses across the nation, some are undoubtedly bound to fail, whether they're small or large. Size doesn't matter, and nearly 1/5 of all U.S. businesses will fail in their first year. These are stats that obviously we hear as entrepreneurs all the time, right? Like we're hearing, like in the first year, you've got to like 1 in 5 of your entrepreneurial friends at a networking event are going to fail.
Wow. And I think the biggest reason why the companies fail is that they don't have a good business plan to market.
Yes.
The budgets are not there. The marketing dollars are not spent. Most of the things are put into R&D, research and development, business plans, you name it, right? Getting the thing going, and you build the product or service or code, whatever it is. But then marketing, which should be a big chunk of the money left over to really promote the project. Yeah, exactly. So
I just finished reading a book, Vinny, that I don't know if you've heard this one. It's called Crossing the Chasm. And it's about taking IT companies to market. And what you just said is what this guy's, and he used all these big major IT corporations that did it right, that really did it right. And he said they made the budget. They sold the product just to pay for marketing. Like that was how they crossed the chasm of being an unknown company to going to market and like being known like nationwide. Was they actually had a system and a process for hitting, not, you'll love this. They first hit the niche. They first had a little niche, then they'd vertically integrate. So they'd go from this niche to this niche to this niche to this niche, instead of just being a platform and going wide. They would, even if they were a platform, they'd vertically integrate. Like BlackBerry would vertically integrate into this, into this, into this. So as real estate investors, as we're growing and we're doubling down on our marketing, Vinny, like what do you think people need to be doing right now? Because you've got, I think, more experience than most people. Like,
thank you. I think the biggest thing I find is, who is our avatar? I always say that you got to find out where your product should go to, in whose hand. Is that a B2C or B2B or whatever? We need to figure it out pretty soon, where to take our story to, so that the people can become clients. That's all we are looking for. We are looking for investors. In my case, I'm looking for students on my students, academy side. So we have only 2 avatars in my company. One is very busy professional, very rich people who want to invest with us in a 506C or these syndications where we have diversified portfolios. We are not selling any security right now. But the thing is, and the other part is the courses and the coaching and all that, right? So we as a company need to spend ton of money to really reach those prospects so that they could see our brand and check us out and then hopefully get involved. But just like I was saying about the engine and the brain, we need, starting of the business, 5 times more marketing in the starting. 5 times more. And that's the worst part, because sometimes we don't even have one time.
Yeah. That's where they don't want to spend the money, right? That's where we don't want to spend the money. That's where we don't want to spend the time. And that's also where most entrepreneurs don't know where to spend the money.
Yeah.
I know I've spent tens of thousands of dollars on marketing and never got
anything.
Right.
Me too, brother. Me too.
It went nowhere, Vinny.
Yeah, we know it. We have gone through so many thousands and thousands of dollars, but then you say, okay, I will perfect this funnel or this lead magnet or this call to action. See, the problem is, many times in my case, I just feel like, let's give more and more and more. More is not good. Less is better. Less is better. And that's what, it's an evolution, I think. It's evolving. Every business, every company has to evolve themselves to really, there's no, what should I say? there's no hard and fast rule. You got to see what's making sense. Even ABC testing, a
Yep.
lot of people have
Beta
read about it
testing,
and heard.
ABC.
Beta
Yep.
testing, all those things are so important, so important. SEOs and this and that and all these things. But the thing is, you got to invest money in the marketing department.
Yep.
Sales and marketing, unless you are the CEO, you're selling your product, but you need the leads so that you
Yeah.
could spend time with the customers.
How did you get leads when you first started? Like the training company, I think a lot of our audience, a lot of AlchemistNation, they're not at that point where they're like you, they're a coach. So they're still
Yeah.
investors. They're still looking to raise capital. They're still looking to find those wealthy investors. So that's one of the avatars I think you're a specialist with. You have over 530 investors who
Yes.
trust you. They know who you are.
Mhm.
They've invested in your deals. How do you, because not just how did you find them in the beginning, but what is the machine that you've really built that you think people should start doing to find those investors, to raise, at least build relationships?
I would say definitely getting into the RIA meetings, into meetup groups. That's what I did in the early part. Try to get referrals from my present clients or investors to talk to their, again, family and friends and their children. They kind of, I didn't have any website or nothing 15 years back, right, Walter? But then slowly, through meeting them on WebEx or GoToMeetings or Zoom, like that, got to know them. And then they told other people, then the track record comes in. The track record tells people, and they will call me to just invest money right away
Yep.
because were told by other people, hey,
Wow.
Vinney's company is good, blah, blah, blah. So I would say definitely my books, writing that book, Apartment Syndication Made Easy, and the Positivity Brings Profitability. Those books helped me so much. People and podcast, my interviews. I think I've been on over 1,000 podcasts now, interviewed over 1,000 and different shows and all. Then my podcast started about 5 years, 4 years back or something. I've done 700 shows myself. So all those recognition, I
Yeah.
think people will text me. They say, Vinney, you're so genuine. I want to put 500,000 with you. I said, hold on. I don't even know you yet,
You got to get on a
because I
one-on-one
have to
call, right?
follow the SEC rules, right?
Yeah.
We say, let's meet. And I remember spending half an hour, 1 hour on Zoom, kind of explaining who Vinney Chopra is, what I'm buying and all that, in the future, that kind of thing. So you're right. Answering your question, you got to set yourself for success. How would people know you, your brand? You got to put money into that. You got
Yeah.
to. It doesn't come easy. It doesn't come easy.
So some of the things you've done very well. Your books are great. Like I love both books. Now, if you were to say there was a book that did better, which one was it? Was it Apartment Syndication, or was it Positivity Brings Profitability?
This one, Apartment Syndication Made Easy,
Okay.
because it explains the process of syndication. I got a lot of business, lots of students, and the business investors coming from there.
So one step to that's positioning, right? So you
Yeah.
positioned yourself as an authority by writing a book, and you made the book explain. You didn't say in the book, "Hey, invest with me, invest with me, invest with me." What you said,
No.
this is how I evaluate real estate deals. This is how I
Yes.
find real estate deals. This is how I structure real estate deals. This is how
Yes.
you do it easier. This is how you protect yourself. This is how you avoid risk in doing real estate deals. So you were genuinely teaching, which created a second stream of income, but it
Yeah.
also created a positioning in the marketplace, which allowed you to be found because now you were on
Yeah.
Amazon and you had a book.
Yeah.
So you're able to hand out that business card, which
Yep.
created more branding. Like you're talking about branding, like people now know you for a specific thing.
Yes.
And so let's say somebody doesn't have a book, right? They haven't taken the time to go in and get a book. They haven't positioned themselves and you also, I mean, you had raised 250 million, right? You bought
Yes.
250 million by
Yeah.
the time you wrote the book. So
Yeah.
maybe they don't feel
Yeah.
that confidence or they don't have that knowledge base. Although I will say, if somebody didn't, they could just interview 50 syndicators and then say that now this is what I learned from interviewing 60
Yeah,
syndicators, right?
totally,
They can interview
brother,
you and
totally.
then say, hey, this is what I learned from Vinney. These are his principles, and co-author a
Exactly,
book with you or something like that.
for sure.
But all that bar that aside, you said RIAs, you said the real estate investor meetups. You're talking about
Yes.
in-person stuff. You're talking about getting
Yeah.
belly to belly with a person, shaking their hand, looking them in the eye,
Hmm.
and listening to them and what their goals are. And then you said something interesting. I've heard you say this a lot of times. I just don't think people listen to this. You, your friend introduced you to a friend who's
Yeah.
45 minutes away. You drove all the way out there just based on a
Yeah.
friend saying, hey, you've got to connect with this person. And you
Yes.
physically drove to, now obviously you do a lot
Yes.
of these things via Zoom now, but this is how
Yeah.
you got started. Do you mind just like,
I would
how does
love to.
somebody do that,
Love to.
right?
See, the thing is, you got to have the desire. First of all, we got to have a good, little bit nice PowerPoint than what I had. I had only 4 slides with my broken Dell computer laptop. I remember, kind of broken, And he just kept on asking me, Vinny, would you move to Texas? Do you have a deal? I said, no, 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 everything. But I just always went back to why multifamily apartment is better than single family homes. That's all I was talking about. That's all I knew, by the way. So that's what is the importance. You got to have excitement, enthusiasm, but be able to communicate why you are asking for their money. And I never asked for money. Then he gave me a check for 50,000 in about 25 minutes. And then he increased it to 125,000. Same deal, because I kept in touch with him. And then he invited me to meet with his friends, 9 other friends, 7, 8, 9, whatever. They didn't even let me pay for the Starbucks coffee. They said, Vinny, would you come? And I think total 39 million was
Wow.
raised. Oh my
39
gosh.
million. So Vinny, I got to back this up. I really want to break this down because we've talked about it, we've gone over it, but
Yeah,
lately, Alchemist Nation, we've been expanding our local RIAs. We've been expanding our
yeah.
local meetup groups. We have 25 now. We're looking to put another 25 on the books in the next 30 days.
Sure,
So Florida is going to
sure.
have 50 of our 25 plus the New England ones. So we're going to have 50. Now, a lot of the
Hmm.
leaders, what I've explained to them, because they're capital raisers, they want to raise capital for themselves, want to raise capital for your deals, other people's deals, and they're looking to figure this game out. And what you just said is they're one person then invested more with you. That's second money,
Hmm.
right? So first money, and I say this all the time, is first money is 50 grand, whatever. But if you follow up and
Yeah.
build deep relationships, you're proving that you can not just get another 50, but you got 75,000 extra from one person, and then they're friends.
And they're friends. But remember, the very first investor was in my 20 deals, brother. Every deal, 200, 250, 200, 250, retirement, this cash, that cash. I couldn't believe it. I think my top people have 5 million with me, one family. 5 million, 4.5 million, 3.9 million. These are because I decided to be in the circle of richer people
Yeah.
because I thought if I start with them, their peer will also be very rich. See, that's the thing. And I have mentioned it too, brother, that never look at a investor as one investor. Look at 20 times. If you think they will give you 100, no, they'll give you 2 million. They'll
I
give
was
you
going
2
through your
million.
course the other day, and you say that right in your course is like never look at an
Yeah.
investor as if they're one investor. They're 20
No,
investors, they're
no.
30 investors. They're a lot. When
Yeah.
when you get started, you didn't have your book, right? You didn't have a website.
Ah,
You had a PowerPoint and a
nothing,
broken Dell
nothing.
laptop. How did you meet that first investor? How did you get into that rich niche where you marketed yourself to be like in there?
You know what? There is something very special everybody should think about. Fake it till you make it.
I knew you were going here. I always
Fake
make
it till
fun of
you
this,
make it.
like, but
No, no. Don't lie. Don't lie.
right,
Be
right,
truthful. Be enthusiastic. See,
yeah.
you have to be enthusiastic when you don't know much or you don't have any track record. You got to be enthusiastic with logically sharing these 4 or 5 slides. Now my slide is 30 slides. Beautiful slides.
I use your
Oh, beautiful.
slides. Yeah,
I
I
know. Thank
I
you.
love your
Thank you.
slideshow.
Yeah. Amazing, education brochure, which we put together 30 page or 10 pages. I've taught my students, and then they are able to raise millions and millions and millions.
Yeah.
Some of my students are doing $250,000 in 2 years. No, $250 million, 250 million.
250 million. Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Amazing.
You know why? Because you put it out there in the universe. You put it in the universe for them. So that's what their goal is.
It's coming now, 1 billion and then 1.2 billion. And Scottsdale, if I may share, I don't know if I mentioned it or not, $126 million in just 2 days, brother.
That was,
just
you were
2
out
days.
in the car last week. You were in Scottsdale.
I mentioned it.
Down,
I mentioned
hotels,
it,
condos. Yeah, I saw. I remember.
Yeah. I mean, it's so exciting for me because I've been putting in the Cosmo. I want to go to Arizona. 5 years I've been saying that. But then when you had intentions are good, things happen. Things happen. And we found this gentleman who has bought and sold 50 hotels. What is the possibility of finding somebody? He owns so many hotels over there still, but bought and sold. And then, we will be looking into converting hotels into senior assisted living.
Of course.
NOI is 4 times.
Silver 3 to 4 tsunami. Times. Vinney Chopra riding the silver tsunami.
Yeah, brother.
Take those hotels, turn them into RALs, 4 times the cash flow.
Oh my gosh.
This is why I love hanging out with you. You're not just giving me the knowledge, but AlchemistNation's gaining this because we're live right now. If you're getting value from this, drop in the chat what your biggest tip is right now, what you love about what you're hearing. If you're inspired, type yes in the chat. If you know this is something you want to do.
Snow. Love the snow right there. I always loved this. I was in Ohio way back when, 43 years back. And Columbus, I was in this. And actually north of Columbus, Findlay, Ohio, and Bowling Green, Ohio.
That's where Ken Walls is. Ken Walls is out in the woods of Columbus.
He moved to Dallas now. Dallas. Oh yeah, just lately, 3-4 months back. Yeah, 5 months
Dallas
back.
Is a gorgeous market.
Gorgeous place. I will be going there actually. I have some presentations coming up next 3-4 months. So I'd love to meet a lot of people there. We are thinking about doing a dinner with about 150 investors over there. Lots of people.
That's going to be huge. I spoke to Stephen Bieber yesterday, and I told him I want to take over 20 locations in Dallas, the RIAs, the multifamily networks, the business professionals. We're just going to expand right there in that Dallas, Fort Worth, 20 major cities market. It's a 3 million population, and we're just going to educate them. And we were actually talking about how do we get more people to understand syndication.
Yeah.
Obviously, your academy would just be plugged into programs.
Totally.
So maybe you'll be back. I think you're going to be back in Texas again.
I think it'll be fabulous. Let's do it, brother. And the more knowledge we give, because now is the best time to get into real estate. Well, it was 20 years back. Second best is now.
This is the best time to learn it, to build your network, because the deals are, if they're not here today, they will be here soon. And
they will be coming.
They're not gonna last forever, right? This is not gonna be like the last crash.
No, it won't be. Not at all. The semantics are different. Look at the market went down yesterday with 25 basis point interest rate going up, but today market is roaring back again.
Bitcoin's at 28,000, right? Like this is
28,000. It's amazing, brother. They're saying testing it for 100,000. It might go that way. We don't know. But the thing is, you got to be ready with the money. See, that's the power of syndication. I hope everybody catches that. If you have a lot of money, great. You will be ready to buy deals. But if you have less money, or you want to even help other people to get the returns, that's what it's. Syndication is a serving attitude to help like-minded people, your friends, family, and everybody to invest with you so that you could give them great returns. That's what syndication is. What
I like about syndication and the way you teach it, because there's other guys who teach it and they teach it differently, but it's not like you're giving them half. You're giving them more than half.
No.
You're giving them
70%, brother.
70%.
70%.
Right.
30% only to the GPs and 70. So I've been working for my investors, making
Yeah.
them millions of dollars in the last 15 years. And I
Yeah.
feel good about it
Yeah.
because they didn't give me the money, I wouldn't be where I am, $1 billion portfolio. I
Right.
wouldn't be.
Right.
There's no way in heck I could have done what I've done, There's no way, no way. And I hope people catch that vision that there is money around us, 36 trillion with a T in retirement funds. Cash is separate, everything is separate. So I think it's the best time ever to get into it. Yeah.
I'm with you 100%. I know you got to get back to the family. I know
Yeah, no
you're in
problem. No
Canada
problem.
right now, so you're going to go outside and grab some
Yes,
snowballs.
no, you bet, snowballs. Yes, I just am feeling so good, and people are great here, and Canada, this is my fifth trip, I think, fifth or sixth trip. We love coming here, sometimes, but COVID, we didn't come. So, we are really excited 3 days or 3 days over here. Then we'll go to Montreal, then we go to Casa Blanca
Casa
and go
Blanca.
to Raja. That's a lot of fun. And Markesh, and it's all planned out. The best thing, I love it when I don't have to think. It's
Yeah.
all hotels, food, everything is all planned, guides, all the things, Yeah.
So for everybody who's listening right now, and you're saying, you know what, I don't know what to do. The market is down. The stock market's down. The crypto market's down. I've lost money, or I don't have any cash. There's no cash. I don't know how to invest in real estate, or there's no good deals at the moment. If you're having a hard time struggling finding deals, now is the time to double down on your marketing. Now's the time to
Yes.
get the skills,
Yes.
to build the relationships, to build the network.
Yes.
Go out to the networking events, connect with people, find the
Yep.
wholesalers, find the realtors, like find the people who have the deals, find the people who have money, who are afraid to invest, get the education so you can be the one they trust to invest, get the partners, get the mentors, just be surrounded in the network.
Yeah.
And that is what AlchemistNation is committed to doing, is making sure you have the right network, making sure you have the right people. So if you want to volunteer to be one of our hosts or one of our leaders, then shoot me a message and we'll make sure you got the right spot. If you're in a state that we are not expanding in right now, send me a message. We will expand. We have a big mission to build 1 million millionaires. It started with 100 millionaires, but Vinney changed my mind. Vinney said, we can do more. Mark Victor Hansen said, we can do more. He said, you got to build 1 million. And then Vinney said it. And so we're going after 1 million millionaires. The only way to get there is a network. And we want to have 1,000 people at the 100 Millionaire Summit this year, because Vinny's going to be on stage again. He's going to be bringing his power, his positivity. So for
I'll be there
everybody
2 days. I'll be there 2 days.
2
I know
days.
I had to leave. I had to leave last year. I had to leave that day because of my appointment. I'm in vacation.
But
I will plan that. You bet, brother. I've got new glasses and new things and new jackets. I mean, it's going to be a lot of fun. Lot of fun.
So
lot of fun.
For those who are listening and wondering, how do I survive this? You've just got to connect, get into AlchemistNation, follow Vinney on Instagram, follow him on YouTube. He's been putting a ton of content out on TikTok. He's just a powerful, powerful mindset. Read one of the books, right? Apartment Syndication Made Easy. And then just stay with us, stay close to us. We're going to make sure that you get through this, not just okay. We want you to really thrive through this. We want not just you to become a millionaire. We want your friends to become millionaires because they're doing what you're doing, investing in your deals. Vinney, what do you want to say to these amazing future millionaires as we log out of here?
I would say definitely I believe in action. Like, Power of Now, Eckhart Tolle's book, Power of Now, taught me a lot of great mentors, but it's all rhetoric. If you just listen to what we talk, you and I, Thursday morning, 9 a.m., it's 12 over here today, right? To your time zone. But the key thing is you got to apply these techniques. Don't be on the sideline. A lot of people, 97% of the people stay on the sideline, or 95 or 90%. Don't be 90%er. Be that top 10. And take action, because taking action will get you to grow your business, increase your income, build your legacy. You'll be serving your more clients.
Man, if we were in a live audience right now, I'd say everybody give Vinney Chopra a big round of applause. I love it, man. So for everybody who's listening, cheers to your success. We have a choice. Always work with the best. We'll be here next Thursday, Abundance Thursday, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard.
From Marrakesh. I'll be over there. Brother. So
whatever time zone that is.
Yeah, whatever it is, we'll do it.
Awesome.